I'm Benjamin Hubert and I run an industrial design consultancy in London, and we develop products, services, installations, furniture, all manner of things, and we often work with innovation in materials and construction and usability. So the studio is 6 designers, and we collaborate with leading brands across Europe, Asia, Australia and the US. And our timeline often goes from anything from 6 months to 3 years or 4 years in occasional cases. And we develop a number of different things ranging in complexity, from things you would almost consider to be fashionable items of a time, to things that are more timeless and based on usability and a study on how people are really living now. So I'll give you a short timeline. So the studio was full-time from 2010. So before then I worked for various large design consultancies doing all manner of commodity. And the project that allowed us to really be able to understand what I did as a designer and help me build a studio was a series of lighting from one material that communicated a value of material that most people don't perceive. So whether it was elevating the value of concrete or changing people's perception of how terracotta is crafted, those kind of things. And then if I move to present time, we've just had a project nominated for the Design Museum, Designs of the Year, which is a manipulation of plywood. We use 3mm plywood to create a very large, lightweight but incredibly strong table structure. And then the products around us are our collaboration with Moroso. And Moroso are experts in textile, and we always try and find an expert. So for us, most of our textile work happens with Moroso. And that's because they have a sensibility to do with what is soft, what is comfortable, what do people like to put against their bodies. And I think that's a very important thing, particularly for a chair when you sit within a product. So we've developed 4 new products this year. This sofa and chair series, which is about a framework surrounding a very soft upholstered interior. A series of tables which accessorize that. And then a fashion furniture range, so a series of jackets which clad a steel framework in a very accessible manner, so you can take it off, wash it, you can replace it, and it reduces the amount of polyurethane foam. Well, my apartment is, I guess, a fairly modernist place to live, both architecturally and in terms of the products inside. I mean, a lot of my prototypes are in there, and it's become a home for some of the prototypes. But in terms of what I think, it's more about a feeling than a product. I think a home has to feel, whatever the stylistic direction of it, it has to feel super comfortable. It's not a showroom, it's not a commercial space, it's something very sensitive and very personal. So I think you have to surround yourself with those items which make you feel at home, basically, and comfortable.